Hello guys, what's going on? LewisThePen here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And in today's video we are going to be discussing the new Electro Dragon, how it's going to impact the game, and we're also going to be doing some farming attacks to max out our Townhall 11 base before the Townhall 12 update does come out. So let's get right into it guys. The Electro Dragon has been announced in Clash of Clans. I'm going to put a quick video on the screen for you now. So yeah guys, now you have seen our video, you can see a bit of what the gameplay is, and we're just going to go over some patch notes. So here's the video, we're just going to skip for a bit of these, and it says down here, the Electro Dragon's lightning strike will target up to 5 different targets, whether it's an enemy defense or an enemy troop at once. So that's pretty cool guys, does damage to 5 things at once, and the first one it hits it does the most damage, and the 5th one it hits it does the least damage. So here are some stats at level 3 guys. It does 300 damage a second, and when it dies, the lightning strike that it does 360 damage. It's got 4,200 hit points, it costs 44,000 elixir, and it says it takes 24 minutes, but that's because there's only one barracks in this dev build, so actually it's going to take only 6 minutes because you divide it by 4. So it targets both air and ground. It is 30 housing space, movement speed of 12, and there is a little description down the bottom which you can pause if you want to read about it. So the Electro Dragon is available at Townhall 11, barracks level 13, so you need to upgrade your barracks when the update does come out. Max level is 3, targets any, and it's 30 housing space like we just said. So guys, if we compare the max level 3 Electro Dragon, which has 42,000 hit points and does 300 DPS, and we move over to our barracks over here to the Dragon, and we compare it to the normal Dragon, which is 10 less housing space. The Electro Dragon does 30 more damage per second, so it's a little bit of an increase, not too much, and it also has 1,000 more hit points guys. So for the extra 10 housing space, you're going to have a Dragon which does 30 more damage a second, has 1,000 more hit points, and does splash damage to 4 other buildings as well. So that's pretty cool, and I'm definitely excited to see how it does come into the war scene. While we're just discussing how it will impact the game, we're just going to do a bit of clouding, because we do need to max out our walls before the Townhall 12 update does come out in a couple days. So guys, because the Electro Dragon is 30 housing space, it can fit in a Townhall 9 plus CC. So Townhall 9s can use it on defense and offense. So let's talk about Townhall 9 first. I don't really believe it'll impact Townhall 9 too much, considering you can only have one of them in your army at a time. Not too sure how it's going to really change that. It might be incorporated in some Quimwalk Dragon attacks, which would be good to see, because I do like air attacks at Townhall 9. Definitely better to spam Witch Slap and stuff like that, but I do believe Witch Slap will be the Townhall 9 meta, considering the witches are getting a buff at Townhall 9 and it was already overpowered. On defense, I believe it would be pretty good. Not too sure if it'll beat the Baby Dragon CC and stuff like that, but hopefully it is pretty decent on defense, because I would like to see it in some CCs at Townhall 9. So let's get into an attack, and then we're going to discuss Townhall 10 and 11 and obviously 12. So this base has a ton of loot. We're just using a casual Jibo because we have a lot of Dark Elixir. Let's just do some spam along the side. And pretty simple attack guys, CC Loons and Dragon coming out. Oh no, just Loons. And we're just going to drop our heroes in with a double jump. Going straight to the Townhall. Early Poison and Heal and Rage for the balloons. And I'm going to put the Warden ability in a moment once our troops move it into the base a little bit more. So we're going to Rage over here by the King, Rage at the top. And then we're going to put the Warden ability right now, because the King is taking some damage. I actually missed the King in the Warden ability, but we're going to use his ability in just a second, right about now. So King's ability is popped, and he is going to be moving around the base. Looks like we are doing pretty good on this base. Looks like it will be a 3-star. Still have a ton of witches and bowlers at the top, ton of witches, bowlers down the bottom, and a ton of witches in the core. Queen is actually getting targeted by the single Inferno, so we have to pop her ability there, but it looks like this is going to be a 3-star attack. Maybe, but there is 2 bomb towers back up, so I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to get it. It's going to be close. This queen needs to stay alive. Now, the witches are in the middle, but they're kind of stuck because there's no jump spell leading out of the base. and all the exposed and the bomb towers are actually down now. So it's all up to this queen. Can the queen be tanked for by these Larrys? And if she can, then we're going to free start. If she can't, then it's over. Because there's a wizard tower left up, so the splash damage would not be in our favour. Also a mortar. But can we at least get this elixir storage? It doesn't look like we're going to be getting the free star. But can we at least get this elixir storage? Maybe if these witches break this wall. But I'm not too sure. Queen is actually being tanked for at a minute. And the skeletons are coming around. This could be a free star. This is going to be really close. But the witches need to get in front of this queen. Only one witch left now and 2 defenses. This is going to be really close, guys. We need the skeletons to get in front. Giant bomb. Going to take out a witch. This is the most close attack ever. And it looks like we are going to be going the free star. Queen goes down. Warden, the only troop left in the whole battlefield. Going to be getting us a free star. Going to get 800,000 loot there with the bonus. And how much dark elixir did we get from that as well? About 5,000, 6,000. So that was awesome. And we can actually upgrade a wall. If we go over here, go to upgrade wall with gold, 4 million gold. We do have 24 left in a minute. Upgrade this guy, and now we have 23 left to max out in our base, and we are 100% maxed out Townhall 11. So, that was an awesome attack, guys. That was so close. And now we are going to talk about the Electro Dragon at Townhall 10 and how it's going to impact the war scene. So at Townhall 10, air is not really used that much. It is a good strategy, but it is quite hard to use because of them single target infernos. That might change with the buff of the multi-target infernos coming in the new update, but I do believe single will still be rocking at Townhall 10, and that's what most people are going to use. So we do need a buff in Townhall 10 offense, because 10v10s are really hard. I know my clan aren't amazing at them, but it is really hard to hit them as well. We hit like 1 or 2 a war, and we have like 12 Townhall 10 attacks going for them 10v10s, but it is really hard, and I think it does need a buff considering how easy Townhall 9 is compared to Townhall 10. It's just quite hard. So how is this actually going to impact Townhall 10 offense? Not too sure how it's going to be used, because dragons aren't used at all at Townhall 10. I haven't seen a dragon 10v10 in ages, unless it's on a terrible base. But on a good anti-3 star base, I have not seen a dragon 10v10 in ages. But could this change it? I'm not too sure. It's really hard to say because it is quite slow. And with these single target infernos coming in at Townhall 10, I just believe these dragons are going to get roasted, considering you only get a couple of them. At Townhall 10 you get 240 housing space, which allows you to have 8 of these dragons, and that's it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this actually works. Obviously mass electro dragon attacks aren't going to be a thing at Townhall 10 because of these single target infernos, but maybe 1 or 2 incorporate in a Laloon attack, Queen Walk Laloon, that could work. If these single target infernos don't lock onto them, because 30 housing space is a lot. Same as the Lava Hound, so if they do go down to the single target inferno, that is not good, and you probably will fail your attack. But I do hope they actually are good at Townhall 10. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. I don't see them being good at Townhall 10, and I can't imagine how they're going to be good. I can't think of any strategies that are going to make them good. But on defense, it's definitely going to be really good, especially with all the hog attacks that are happening right now at Townhall 10, such as Heebie-Jeebie, Queen Walk Hog, and even some like mass bowler attacks that are actually happening at 10v10. This is going to really impact them, because obviously bowlers, hogs, valks, witches can hit the dragons a little bit, but not much. So it is really going to impact them, and obviously splash damage is going to be a major thing on defense, as it can hit 5 troops at once. So if you have a little group of hog riders, a normal dragon can only hit 1 or 2 at once, because it does a little bit of splash, but the Electro Dragon will hit 5 hog riders at once. So going to be insane, and obviously you're going to need to take it down with a Queen Walk. Now I did just realise the dragon can only be unlocked at Townhall 11, so obviously you're not going to be having any mass Electro Dragon attacks at Townhall 10 anyway, but let's move on to Townhall 11. So at Townhall 11, this is where you can have the mass Electro Dragon attacks. Now we did see a couple 12v12 3 stars in the dev build, but they weren't really on good bases. They were just on like pushing farming bases. So against anti 3 star bases, it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. I do believe that Electro Dragons are going to be really strong at Townhall 11, but it's really hard to say because we haven't seen them attack good bases yet. So again, I don't believe Mass Electro Dragon is going to be as dominant as it is in the dev build right now. I do think that's going to be nerfed or just like weakened against good bases, because that is pretty overpowered. How you can spam all your Electro Dragons down and get the 3 star. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of spam, just like how Witch Slap is spam. Not a fan of that either. I don't like how they buffed it. But it is really interesting to see a new troop coming into the game, new meta, and what new strategies can you have in the game? Because imagine not having healers in the game. Healers are in most attacks. Queen walks, queen charges, some boulder attacks, heebie-jeebie. You know, it's just insane, guys. If healers weren't in the game, it would be a completely different ball game, and maybe this Electro Dragon is going to be the same once the people figure out some strategies and once we know how to use him properly. Now at Townhall 12, I think this is going to be where the Electro Dragon is best, and I did believe it should be unlocked at Townhall 12, but it is going to be unlocked at Townhall 11, because at Townhall 12 you have a ton of housing space, 320 housing space in total, so you can hold about 11 Electro Dragons in your camp, and it's just going to be insane. With the new level 30 Warden, with the Battle Blimp as well, it's just going to be insane. Air attacks are going to be dominant at Townhall 12, and I'm excited for that. Hopefully the normal dragon is still going to be used, because I don't want the Electro Dragon just to completely destroy air attacks like Laloon, Clone Dragon and Baby Dragons. I don't want them to just be destroyed. I do hope this is a balanced troop and you can't just spam it to 3-star. But hopefully it is going to be interesting. Hopefully we can use it in some wars, and obviously I'm going to be bringing some gameplay to you when it does come out, and we are going to be moving up to Townhall 12 because we do have a ton of magic items, and we also get our Rune of Dark Elixir and a ton of stuff when the clan games ends in 1 day, 15 hours. But let me know your thoughts down below. How is the Electro Dragon going to impact the game, and what Townhall are you? Do you like the troop, and do you think it's going to be too overpowered? Let me know down below, guys, and if you did enjoy, make sure to smash a like button on the video, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.